Welcome to the Numerology and the Astrology for June 5th, 2020. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 15. If you add the 1 and the 5 together, you get the number 6. The number 6 is the number of the hermit. It is the number of the spiritual seeker. So it is in the stillness of the mind that you can find the light that you seek. It is hidden away from the ego on purpose. That ego will seek to destroy that precious light or use it, manipulate it, and control it to its own agenda. Your true soul quest will allow you to find that light. The ego does not know the way and gets lost in the maze of endless thoughts and fabricated truths. Today, take a moment to go deeper into that core light within you. You have the answers you seek. You have the power within that you dream of. You have to be willing to slow down and pass through the doorways that are guarded by sentinels that are there to make sure you are committed and really ready for what your soul will require of you. The astrology today. Welcome to the first of 3 eclipses that begins a cycle today on Friday in the Sagittarius-Gemini trajectory. It is a shift out of the dense energy of the past 2 years of eclipses in the Cancer-Capricorn pattern. While a shift is a very good thing, this one ignites the pattern of chaos and revolt. It is the first Sagittarius-Gemini series eclipse since 2011 and 12, and this series that continues through December of 2021. Sagittarius is ready for an adventure and willing to take a risk. Gemini is curious, relentless, and restless. People want a cause and an adventure. They are willing to take a big risk in response to the present world circumstances. This lunar eclipse is part of a challenging T-square pattern which has you feeling pulled simultaneously in 3 directions. If you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, you are not wrong, you are right. The moon in Sagittarius opens you to higher philosophy and the need for drastic change. Affirmative action is the key to stabilizing the chaos. The Sun and Venus retrograde, May 13th through June 24th, in Gemini, prefers shorter conversations and classes or a quick weekend adventure. Presently, aggressive Mars is traveling through a non-aggressive Pisces until June 27th. Great for a spiritual warrior and those that feel compelled to take action because of a strong moral cause. But without radical change, I am concerned about the fact that on June 27th, Mars is going to go into its home sign Aries, and that can ignite a firestorm of anger and rage if we are not careful. This energy is complicated and mixed up, and it wants to push forward, but if it is done too fast, there will be a backlash. I unfortunately expect a backlash for one reason or another. This Mars energy is going to go through the rest of the year, increasing the volatility index exponentially. Have a bigger conversation about what you really want and need right now. Make relationships the priority, but hold off on doing too much. Be flexible and let this month fly by. While you might want to base actions on your strong emotions, it is better to think before you act. People are easily too irritated. Do not push issues to the edge. Peace is going to be very hard to find. Do your best to not get too excited and move yourself into an argumentative and hastily reactive place. Disagreements are going to be everywhere. Do not waste money. You probably will not be able to repress what you feel, but you cannot allow it to upset you to the point of making you ill. We are being given a cosmic push out of the old and into the new. Many things are working in confusing ways. While what you feel is important, know that there are those that are consciously using those feelings against you. Do not let yourself be manipulated by those who intend to misguide you and cause you to react impulsively. Let the shattering of the old paradigm motivates you into positive action. Look before you leap into any situation. Many historical situations are negatively still impacting our world. Truth allows for honest evaluation and learning from the patterns of our ancestors that did things in such a way that we are still feeling the consequences of their choices even now. The blinders are coming off, and as the truth sinks in, you will have to allow for a complete shift in your awareness and perception to sink in. And the truth is that humanity is flawed. We have huge lacks and dysfunction, but we are also capable of learning and growing past those limitations if we are honest with ourselves and our past. Only then can we really make a better future. My quote for today: don't repress what you feel, but don't let it make you ill. Okay, my blog for today. Life is always filled with challenging moments. Every life will require from you a sacrifice at certain points in time. You get to define your soul's progression in those moments. Regardless, align with your core values. Then align with the universal values that require you to respect all life. All life is sacred and reflects a particular color and texture of the divine. All reflections of life hold truths. Your particular truth is not the only one. Yours is not better or more important than another. Your contribution to this world is not more special. You are unique. Let everyone hold their own uniqueness sacred also. Let things be more special by honoring those magical places within each living being. A life spent seeking the uniqueness and specialness in everyone and everything is a life not wasted in the larger scheme of things. Appreciation comes from understanding. Compassion comes from appreciating that specialness within each living being. Thanks, everybody.